In the dead of night, shadows danced on a forbidden shore. Why would a communist paradise hide such dark secrets? This tiny figure faced a colossal den of traitors. My name is Evelyn Scherer. In 1972, as a loyal Stasi operative posing as a journalist, I ventured into East Germany's most treacherous outpost under the guise of reporting on a tropical haven. The island was a hedonistic retreat for party elites branded as betrayers. I was pursuing my normal cover, notepad in hand, camera slung over my shoulder. The air thick with salt and forbidden desires. I carried my most prized possession, a concealed vial of lethal nerve agent disguised as exotic perfume. But precisely at midnight, as the revelry peaked, my mission ignited into peril. Now the sultry villa loomed hostile, pulsing with subversive whispers. But first, grasp this truth. Betrayal thrives where pleasure reigns supreme. It commenced with a subtle invitation from the shadows, yet it escalated into a web of watchful eyes and laced drinks. I slipped away from the throng without a second thought, heart pounding. Beyond the arched doors, the night air turned unnaturally still. Absolute desolation under the moon, no guards in sight. I gripped my hidden dagger, forcing steady breaths amid the palms. Then I spotted him, Hans Mueller, the first target. A flicker, a silhouette weaving through the tiki lights. Something alive, predatory in the foliage. And I knew the hunters had become the hunted on this isle. I drew nearer to Hans, the dissident thinker. Tall, thin, bespectacled with graying hair, lost in philosophical haze. Abruptly, a gust from the sea rattled the lanterns. My composure shattered as he turned toward me. For an instant, the world blurred into blinding torchlight. Then, collision. Our glasses clinked in false camaraderie. Utter hush as the poison vial hovered unseen. I resurfaced from the feigned toast, eyes locked. But the party swirled onward, oblivious to the doom dispensed, and isolation wrapped around me like vines. I had to strategize amid the chaos. The island's vastness mocked my solitary plight from above. No reinforcements from Berlin would breach this lair. My limbs tingled with adrenaline's icy grip, breaths shallow. The hourglass of fate drained mercilessly. I recalled my training, strike swift, vanish like smoke. I shed my journalist facade, donning a silken party gown beneath. Shadows lengthened as Hans clutched his throat unseen. Doubts clawed my mind in the humid dark. Pursuit footsteps echoed faintly from the villa. I melted into the underbrush, pulse thundering. Carl Becker, the bearded philosopher, now my focus. His pipe smoke trailed like a beacon. My hands steadied on the vial's remnants. The second mark appeared in the balcony glow. No escape without precision now. Tension coiled as voices neared. I lured Carl with whispers of dissent. His stocky frame leaned perilously close. The window's edge whispered promises of the abyss below. With a feigned stumble, he teetered and plunged into the churning sea. Ripples spread, swallowing his cries, but alarms began to wail across the aisle. Deception cracked. Traitors mobilized in fury. A hidden cove boat shimmered in moonlight, salvation glimpsed. Forged papers from my heel compartment surfaced. An overheard radio crackled with extraction codes. The party's elite scattered in panic. My gown tore on thorns during flight. Waves crashed as I dragged the skiff free. Guards' lanterns bobbed closer, bullets whizzing. A final ally. A storm brewed offshore. Rain lashed, masking my oar strokes. Becker's body washed ashore unnoticed. Pursuit faltered in the tempest. Dawn pierced the horizon as land receded. Rescue came via submarine shadow. Berlin's grasp reclaimed me from the brink. Silence fell after the frenzy, waves lapping empty sands. Mulling the cost, 2 subversives erased forever. The island's allure forever poisoned in memory. Traitor's paradise dismantled by one agent's blade. What remained? Echoes of moans turned to screams. Changed forever. Loyalty's weight heavier than lead. Left behind. Masks of hedonism shattered on shores. Paradise reclaimed for the cause. And that is why I still remember that infernal night. In the heart of betrayal, duty carves the deepest scars.